Hi everybody, and I'd really like to wish you happy new year and hope you had a lovely Christmas. I would actually like to thank everyone who has subscribed and followed and sent lovely feedback in the few months that we've been doing this, and it really makes such a difference. We're growing slowly but nicely, and I hope that everything we bring to you, you get some kind of upliftment from, or comfort from, or empowerment, whatever it is. So thank you for everything you are doing by supporting this channel. Now we have been, well, left with the month of December and launched into the new month of January. And of course it's exciting. Now at the end of December we had the solar eclipse in Capricorn. And this has kind of left us with what I feel is a springboard into the new year. And we're thinking about making New Year's resolutions or how can we alter our situation around us emotionally or spiritually. I think it's given a good flavour and a good energy to help us to reflect on what needs changing, because it's brought in the opportunity to evaluate everything in our material world. What does that mean? That means that maybe we're not going to go for the bigger, faster, gas guzzling car that we really thought we'd like, but maybe drive something a little bit more economical. We are living in a time where now we have to be quite responsible for how we are with the environment. Kind of takes me back to thinking, as I'm talking to you, about the Native American Indians who lived on the reservations and the plains and only used what they needed to, survive and to grow and to live on the land. For us, it would mean something completely different. It might be that maybe we're going to walk to work instead of using the car. Maybe we are going to not sort of get involved in the high-end stuff and be more observant about what we're using, where it comes from, how it arrived at what it is, that kind of thing. So that gives us the chance to evaluate what we're doing in our lives on a daily basis. And it also brings in practical planning, especially with and combining it with our spiritual and moral ethics. So again, it's like how we move forward. What is it we're going to move forward into? Is it responsible to the planet? Is it responsible, and is it taking into consideration the way we help other people along the way? And I think we'll see a lot more of that this year. It's also about making the best of our situation. We would all like to change our situations. We would all like to be, I suppose, in a more comfortable situation. But where do we draw the line where enough is enough? Do we have plenty? Can we help somebody else? And also, it's giving us the chance to look at our past mistakes. What did we do wrong? Or what would we change if we had the opportunity arrive again? And so there's a lot of change there. And if we bring it back to ourselves, if we're looking for relationships, what mistakes did we make in a relationship, or what mistakes do we keep making? This is the time to evaluate that. Might be about work. Maybe you've made the same mistake about working for somebody you don't want to work for, and you find yourself in the same situation. Usually that's a sign that we need to change something, and change is something that we fear. But you know what? It takes us out of our comfort zone, and when we get through it, we actually feel so much better for it. So using that as a springboard, opportunities to evaluate everything in the material world, keeping it real and in perspective, making the best of your situation and being humbled and have gratitude in that, and looking at our past mistakes in order to look at how we can better improve ourselves, because all of this spiritual growing and learning is how we can make and feel better, and how we interact with other people on the planet. So anyway, that's the springboard it's given us, but we're going to look at you individually now through the star signs with the tarot cards. I've got a new deck of cards, and I'm really looking forward to having a look at what's in store for you in this month of January 2020. It's exciting, a new decade. So let's go for it. Hello Leo, and welcome to 2020, your reading for January, a little bit of insight. And let's take a look at an angel card. So I've got an angel card for you. We're going to put some tarot out for you as well. Let's have a look and see what's coming in for this month. Ooh, nice. And one of my new Josephine Wall cards. Right, okay, so let's start with the angels. The angels are bringing you serenity. You haven't been feeling as tranquil or as calm as you would like, but in January what they're bringing in is this, the serenity of heart and mind. I always feel with this card, it is such a beautiful card. There's a healing aspect to this as well for the green for me, and the lilies. It's almost like I can smell the lilies, the peace lilies, and bringing that inner calmness to what may have been a bumpy December or previously to that. But they want to bring the serenity, finding that peace of heart within you, or within your heart, should I say, for you. So they're bringing serenity in for you, that calmness, that tranquility, that gentleness, and feeling very warm, very nice, very gentle. It's lovely. It's a really lovely feeling. Right, okay, so let's have a look and see what we've got for you, Leo. The King of Cups. Here we are. Are you embarking on a relationship? This is someone who is actually very fond of you. Somebody here who you maybe you've just met, but certainly I feel a little bit of romance around you, Leo, this month, from someone who is kind and caring and loving. And again, that would add to you feeling very calm, very serene, very, this is nice, I'm enjoying it, enjoying his company. For some of you who are not looking for that, then this is all about mediation, consultation. Perhaps you are looking at starting something up and you need to consult with somebody to get another kind of angle on something. But this would be somebody who would consult with you. It could even be that there's somebody, or you could be under a consultant, and somebody, you're explaining how things are to them and they're listening. It's because this gentleman who listens, he's got a good sense of humour as well. If it's a relationship, very good sense of humour. But certainly mediation, if you have separated and things aren't going too good, this is all about mediating between two parties. Could even be in a work situation if something has been not working for you, going into mediation or talks. So if you've got a big business contract, you could be mediating with the other company to get your terms across, anything like that. But it's a nice card, it's a good card, and it goes well. And the next card is balance and harmony. So Leo, you're going to have a serene and harmonious and tranquil January, looking at all of this, nothing that you can't handle. And about time too. So a feeling of safeness, a feeling of security here. You could also be catching up with old friends. Somebody from the past gets in touch and you're having lunch. But it is a very gentle friendship, fun, enjoyment card. It is about balance as well. Okay, so I'm going to bring these two cards out together, because it feels like you have to And this has cropped up a few times in a few of the star signs. People actually now saying, I'm not taking this lying down, I'm actually going to say it as it is. And here we have, with the Queen of Swords, you in a position to be able to speak your truth, speak your mind, and put the record straight. And there seems to have been a lot of it running through the different star signs this month, like I say. But it's empowerment, it's you feeling so much better. You're not being unkind, you're not being unfair. You know, you're actually doing the right thing. Now, and of course, if you have to say your bit to somebody, then you've got success here, because the next card, the Six of Wands, saying you being recognised for what you're saying. You actually are being seen that actually what you're saying is right, and there's a success and a victory over this situation. So I would say to you, if you are thinking about having to say your piece, then say it how you feel. This is the Queen of Swords does go with her head, so get your thoughts in order and articulate them. People will be well impressed. If you've got to stand up and speak on behalf of people, you will do it very well. If you're in the arena of public speaking and you're in a prominent place that you may need to sort of show that you are eloquent but you mean what you say, and you're not a pushover, but you have success here. Yeah, you have success. It all turns out really well. Then we have a bit of a rest. Phew. The Four of Swords here, time to rest and to gather your thoughts and just take some time out. So maybe towards the end of January, you're looking to have, a quieter time in your mind. It's like, right, I've dealt with everything. I'm just going to not get involved in anything just yet. I'm just going to have a bit of a breather. So this is rest and recuperation. If there is anybody who is having to see a consultant, this is a lovely sign, because this is you resting and sort of just recharging your batteries here as well. So I feel it is about the main theme here is really about you asserting yourself and having to state your case or state your claim, but with a successful outcome here. So it looks like you'll get it together, Leo. Right, let's have a look and see. Here we have one of my new cards, and it is be in service. And one of the things that people ask me quite a lot is, am I on the right soul pathway? We can complicate that sort of question over and over again. Am I doing the right thing? As long as you're in service to others, you are fulfilling your soul's purpose. We're here to serve. We may be serving them in many different ways. It doesn't necessarily mean, if you're a nurse or a teacher, that's where we go to think we're in, we've got a vocation and we're serving others. But it can be in many other arenas where you are helping others along. You may be part of a voluntary service. You may be thinking of joining a charitable organisation to help others now. You may be retiring and you want to do something in your spare time and give to others. We can give to others in many different ways, and as long as that's what's happening, then you're in service. So maybe it's time to just think, how do I serve best other people? Because I think this day and age now, we are now in a climate where we need to help each other along. We also need to take personal responsibility very, very seriously, and also help others to see that too. But it's a beautiful card, and it just says, be in service. So thank you very much for coming on here to have a look at your reading. Thank you for sharing and subscribing and liking. If you haven't, please do. There will be more to come through the month. If you click on the link below, then and you would like a personal reading, then everything will be written in there, and any courses that I'm doing this month you may be interested in, because I also teach a lot. So From me to you, I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.